Hi everyone, my name is Megan, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. Today I'm going to be talking about narrowing down my college list. If you watched my last video, or 2 videos ago, I made a video about my college decisions reaction, and honestly, before senior year, I thought the hardest part of this whole process would be getting into the college. But now that I have some options, it's been extremely tough, and I'm really grateful that I even have these options. So definitely, I'm not saying don't work on your college and don't worry about getting in, but I'm saying that after you actually get in, it's pretty difficult to narrow down your list. So today I'm going to be talking about how I narrowed down my list and kind of be discussing with you my journey and my process after the college reaction. So going into senior year, I wanted to apply to a lot of small liberal arts colleges because that was what I had in mind on where I wanted to go for the next 4 years of my life. Having said that, I applied to a lot of small private colleges. So these are all the private colleges that I applied to. Other than private colleges, I also applied to 5 UCs and 1 state school. So these are the UCs I applied to, and this is the 1 state school I applied to. So now I'll discuss how I narrowed down my colleges. Hollins University, Hofstra University, University of Pacific, St. Mary's University, Willamette, and University of San Francisco all gave me fee waivers, which was the main reason I applied to those schools. During the college application time, I was writing so many essays for the colleges I had in mind, for the schools I wanted to apply to. So when I saw that these other colleges were sending me fee application waivers, I decided it doesn't hurt to apply because I already had the essay written and most of them were pretty much similar prompts. So I just applied to these schools. And I was lucky to get into those schools that I applied. They weren't super competitive or anything like that, and I am not at all that smart of a person or anything like that. I think I work hard, and I worked on my application, which was a big part of the reason why I got in, I believe. So it may sound like I'm getting into a bunch of schools, but I'm not trying to brag or anything like that or show you how many schools I got into. I'm just saying that these schools did give me the fee waivers, which was the main reason I applied to them. And honestly, going into the college application process, I thought that schools with lower stats, not as well known, like not as prestigious, I thought they would give me a lot more money, which was another reason why I kind of just applied to them because I didn't know that much about them. I was just like, I'll apply, and if I get a lot, maybe I'll take it into consideration. But these schools didn't actually give me that much, and I wasn't that excited or interested in them. So I was quickly able to get those off of my college list when I was deciding which college to go to. So those ones did not really play a big part in my college decision and where I'm going. So I pushed those aside. As for the actual private liberal arts colleges that I really wanted to work hard and apply at, so Santa Clara was my main private college that I wanted to apply to because I just fell in love with the campus when I visited. It's just exactly what I wanted, a small campus of about 10,000 students, intimate classes, where you know your teachers, and just that whole environment, which was what I was looking for, so I applied there. I also really wanted to apply to East Coast colleges because I've been wanting to go to college in the East Coast just as a dream of mine. Not like a real legitimate dream, but just because I'm just always thinking it'll be so nice to go there. So the 2 East Coast colleges that I applied to were Emerson and Fordham. Honestly, I didn't know literally anything about Emerson and Fordham before senior year, but I was researching colleges in the East Coast that fit my criteria, and those 2 pretty much did. Emerson fit it pretty well, and then I just wanted to do one in New York, which was why I applied to Fordham. I got into Emerson, but they actually gave me a substantial amount of money, but it was still extremely pricey to go there. And Fordham, I was actually deferred when I applied early action, and then I got waitlisted when it came to regular decision time. So I took Fordham and Emerson off of my list when I was narrowing down my colleges too, because well, first of all, Fordham, I didn't get in, and I just didn't think it's realistic to go into the wait list because it wasn't a dream college of mine, and I was only planning on going there if I got a lot of money because, like I said, it wasn't a dream. And Emerson, I just didn't really know anything about the college that much other than the fact that it's in Boston and it's a nice liberal arts college, but it wasn't a place that I really liked enough to go there and actually consider it on my list, given the other colleges I got into. And Santa Clara stayed on my list. That's actually one of the top 2 that were at the top of my list, so I'll be talking about that later. Those were all of my private colleges that I applied to. So basically what it came down to for the #1 private college was Santa Clara University. So now on to the UCs and state schools. I was waitlisted for Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. I applied to Cal Poly because I thought it would be a good, not safety school, but kind of match school for me. But I never really was a big fan of Cal Poly, and getting waitlisted just didn't excite me. So I didn't really consider Cal Poly given the other schools I got into. So Cal Poly I was able to eliminate from my college list. So now on to all of the UCs. I applied to UC Santa Barbara, UC Davis, UC San Diego, UC Santa Cruz, and UC Berkeley. So I got into UC Santa Cruz early because they gave out some early decision things, and UC Santa Cruz is honestly my safety school that was actually legitimate, that I could see myself at, but I wasn't that excited about it, but I was glad that I got in. And then I was waitlisted to UC Davis, which was honestly kind of surprising because I know it's a good school, but I thought it was one of the easier UCs to get into, but I guess I just don't really understand the college process that much. And I was denied from UC San Diego and UC Santa Barbara. I was able to eliminate UC Santa Cruz from my decision for colleges because it just wasn't a place that I could see myself at for 4 years, and it wasn't really the ideal location for me. And then I was able to eliminate Santa Barbara and San Diego since I was denied from those 2. And then I decided not to go on the wait list for Davis because that was kind of my backup UC, which I wasn't really that interested in. So UC Berkeley was actually the last school to come out, March 28th, and I didn't think I'd get in there. I planned on going to Santa Clara, and then March 28th rolled around and I somehow got into UC Berkeley. And I didn't actually include that in my college reaction video because I never thought I would get in. So yeah, it was crazy. So I still don't have a decision on where I'm going. This is just kind of my explanation on how I'm narrowing down my colleges. But I'm still debating between Santa Clara and UC Berkeley. There are pros and cons to both schools, and I'm still debating on which one to go to. So if you guys have any advice on where I should go or what your thoughts are, or if you go to either Santa Clara or Berkeley, please let me know and help me make my decision. For anybody who's watching this, juniors, sophomores, seniors, whoever, or just people interested, hopefully my video helps you narrow down your college list when it comes to your time, because getting into college is important, but also picking out the right college for you is equally important. So yeah, this was my process, and I hope this video helped you guys. Thanks for watching.